Well, at least it's still an ongoing investigation here at this second crime scene where officers have their attentions focused on this car, which has a bullet hole in its rear passenger window. Well, Claudia, Mecklenburg County Commissioners Norah Jones made any official comments, but after Jones was fired, he made an emotional speech to his now former staff, asking them to continue to keep their focus and for them to continue to be the very best they can be.
All in favor, say aye.
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 In those short seconds Tuesday night, the 13-year career of Mecklenburg County Manager Harry Jones came to an abrupt end.
You know, it's been a good ride.
After Jones's immediate termination, he thanked his staff, many who were in tears.
Continue to be the very strong professionals that you are.
6 commissioners voted to fire Jones after the board tried unsuccessfully for months to come up with a mutually agreed upon departure date.
It's time to kind of change gears and chart a new course.
We wanted, a new direction.
Jones's firing followed growing tension between him and the county commission in recent months and years. As manager, Jones oversaw several fallouts within county government, including a flawed 2011 property revaluation and fraud and mismanagement within the Department of Social Services and area mental health.
A lot of times organizations have new leaders and bring in new ideas. The county has new leaders. The board, we have 4 new members. So it's not, I don't think it's that unusual.
Commissioners plan to hire a national search firm for Jones's replacement, and the board hopes to hire an external or internal candidate by the fall.
We're looking for, the best candidate to move our county forward and to be accountable to the people.
Later this month, the commission could also hire consultants to oversee revaluation changes and evaluate the county's efficiency as it transitions towards a new manager. In Charlotte, Brad Broders, News 14, Carolina.
So that's the way you operate as chair. That's your leadership.
Back and forth.
I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the body.
It went Tuesday in a heated exchange between Mecklenburg County commissioners.
You go back to the old time as white men sitting in rooms making decisions for poor people.
I would ask that you ask Commissioner Leek to stop attacking other commissioners personally.
Tensions on the commission boiled over while discussing an idea to hire consultant Krista Tillman for a countywide organization and efficiency study.
Did you ever have that conversation with me?
I did not have that conversation with you.
Some commissioners said they discussed hiring Tillman in recent days, but others said they were left out of the loop.
I've never seen anything like this before in my entire time on this board.
I respect the position that the chair was in to make those decisions because there have been some folks on the board who choose not to want to work with other folks.
The relationship among board members and county staff is strained after the commission voted to fire former county manager Harry Jones. Bobby Shields was appointed as interim manager and staff was shifted to fill leadership voids.
There is a degree of stress within the organization.
Shields told the commission he's at least open to the idea of a consultant to review how Mecklenburg County is operated.
We would like to think that one is not needed, but we might learn something, you might learn something, should you choose to do that.
Mecklenburg County commissioners are scheduled to talk about the consultant and study next week, even after commissioners accuse each other of mistrust. In Charlotte, Brad Broders, News 14, Carolina. Well, Claudian city leaders hope this Plan B, a mix of local reserves and new federal dollars, can get this leg here of the CityLinks Gold Line on track and win over that needed swing vote on the Charlotte City Council. The streetcar project has a new name and color, which Charlotte City Manager Ron Carley views in simple black and white terms.
The CityLinks Gold Line is an integral part of the future growth of this city.
Monday night, Carley unveiled a new way to pay for the $126 million extension of the CityLinks Gold Line, primarily from the Transit Center in Uptown to just west of Johnson C. Smith University.
Our opportunities to grow really are based on smart, targeted, transit-oriented, denser growth in the right places.
The new plan would pursue half the project's costs in federal grants to extend the CityLinks Gold Line. The other half match of city funding would come from various unspent reserve accounts, but not through property taxes.
My objective was making sure that we didn't use property taxes, that people just could not continue to afford to be beat up with or berated with.
Last June, a slim 6-5 majority rejected paying for the streetcar through property taxes. Whether this new plan has converted at least one needed swing vote on council is for now unknown.
You're essentially cobbling together every dime of extra money in our budget to do this, and I don't think that's a good idea.
And this plan will also be shared with the regional planning group, the Metropolitan Transit Commission. If the plan gets MTC support, the Charlotte City Council could vote at their May 28th meeting to begin pursuing federal dollars for the CityLinks Gold Line. Reporting live in West Charlotte, Brad Broders, News 14, Carolina.
January the 11th, April the 11th, July the 11th, October the 10th.
Tommy Daniel is well aware when Duke Energy tests its flood sirens on Mountain Island Lake. But when a real flooding emergency happened Tuesday morning, the siren was silent.
Honestly, I think somebody failed on their job.
A resident along the lake since 1971, Daniel said the sirens used to blare warnings ahead of major floodings.
The sirens, they blowed them constantly. We knew that we was getting ready to have a flood, and they would also call the house and warn us ahead of time. None of that this time.
Duke Energy officials said neighbors should know when and why the flood sirens don't go off.
Mountain Island residents in particular receive annual notice that we will only use the Mountain Island Dam siren in the event of imminent dam failure.
Lisa Hoffman of Duke Energy said the siren policy is stricter to not overly scare or annoy neighbors with too much noise too often.
We wouldn't want to panic anyone and lead them to believe that was happening.
But neighbors here say they're fine with the alert and say the warning would have given them a head start to secure their belongings.
I know it's electronic age, but we need more verbal communication. Not everybody is hooked up to the internet.
This one was pretty well needed. I mean, you got a lot of new people down here that had never experienced anything like this.
Neighbors here did receive some good news Friday afternoon after a long week when their power was restored. In Northwest Charlotte, Brad Broders, News 14, Carolina.